Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Reading Nirn, the lore mini-series where I, the Wayward Breton, take you on a magical journey throughout Tamriel, picking up random books and reading them to you. This is episode 9 of this lore series, and I will be reading to you guys today, what is it? A Less Rude Song. Yeah. This is one of my favorite poems, and I'm feeling particularly saucy today. So good news for you guys. It should be very interesting. As always, the link to the text will be down in the description below for those of you who cannot follow along with the text in the video. So let's go ahead and get started. A Less Rude Song by Anonymous. They say the Iliac Bay is the place to bail around without a bit of apparel on, as advertised in that carol song, a tune that's sung as the west wind blows, about it's lovely not wearing any clothes. Ladies singing high notes, men singing lows, implying that the most luscious depravity and complete absence of serious gravity can only be found in the waterous cavity of Iliac Bay. If you are the type who is more a sinner than a sinned, you'll find it all in Morrowind. But the truth, my child, is that nothing more wild that in ordinary fashion, kind of slightly mad passion, can be detected if at all in Sentinel and Daggerfall. Whatever your odd needs, feathered, scaled, or finned, you'll find it all in Morrowind. It's an invention of bards that Bretons and Redguards have more than some staid fun, and suffer deviant fornication. For the most of madness, not the least, the wise debaucher heads out east. Where your once steely reserve is now merely tinned, you'll find it all in Morrowind. In Morrowind there is sin, but pray, do not confuse Dunmer variety with that found in tepid Western society, compared to which it nearly is piety. It isn't terribly ingenious calling it prudery observing the dark elf aversion to nudity. After all, the preferred sort of ludity in these parts is far more pernicious. From the Ashlanders to the wettest fishes, you'll find pleasure and pain quite delicious in Morrowind. If you find yourself with unkind kinship with your kin, you'll find it all in Morrowind. So there you have it. A Less Rude Song. Probably the only book that is weirder, well, rather set of books that's weirder in the entire series would be the Sermons of Vivek. They're just completely and totally outlandish. This one you can understand what they're talking about. They use a lot of weird language and adjectives trying to convey what Dunmer society is like through the eyes of someone, an onlooker looking on to Dunmer society. So yeah. Speaking of the Sermons of Vivek, I will be doing the Sermons of Vivek, but not after I do the 2920 series, which is a 12-part book series. They're rather lengthy, though, so stay tuned for those. As soon as I'm finished with them, I will be coming out with Sermons of Vivek, though. So, if you have any suggestions on books you want to see me read, go ahead and leave those in the comments section below, or you can hit me up on Google Plus with them, or you can hit me up on Twitter at waywardbreton@gmail.com. Well, that's my email. Waywardbreton is my my Twitter handle as well. So go find me on Twitter and Google Plus and all those places. So I post on all of those whenever a new video comes out. So stay tuned, subscribe for more, and I will see you guys in Tamriel.